for it, and it is here. Final round coverage, Minnesota Majestic, right here outside the Twin Cities. This is the 5th stop of the Go Throw Tour. This is a tour brought to you guys by Prodigy Disc. I'm Luke Humphreys, joined in the booth by Mr. Silas Schultz, calling the action today. I am super excited about what we're about to watch, Silas.
We got an 18-hole layout and just a card full of absolute ballers.
Yep. Joe Rovere, Evan Smith, Noah Meintsma, the local, and then the best lefty in the world, Austin Turner. He's going to be 6 strokes back of this man right here out of Longmont, Colorado, coming down to the flatlands, making the adjustment in this thick air.
Yeah.
It's no problem for him so far.
It really hasn't. We saw just a very controlled 16 under, and Evan Smith started out on a heater round 2. Didn't keep the pace all the way through the back stretch, but still put together a great round and is in striking distance.
Yeah, he shot 13 through his first 15 yesterday. Insane stuff. He's 1044 rated, one of the best players in the world. And then Noah Meintsma, I call him the spin kid.
Yeah.
He's got a very unique style of play, and it involves some very high rotations of the disc. And then last rated, one of the coolest guys on tour.
I think he's number 3 coolest guy on tour.
You were as well, yeah.
And you were the honorable mention. So we Rio recognized Rio with Austin Turner.
That's right.
Yeah.
Love watching what he's got. I think he throws the disc on hyzer more often than anybody else on tour.
Okay.
Really doesn't flex, really doesn't throw the ante, just loves throwing steep hyzers, and he loves the space if he's got it.
Yeah.
Hole 1, we're staying classic, 340. It's the one we played yesterday. It's a great way to start your round. Just get everybody off. Could be a mid, could be a fairway. Let's get it going.
Let's do it.
Give you from Longmont, Colorado, 3-time PDJ Masters World Champ, consecutive 22, 23, 24. He's going to go for number 4 in Minnesota next week. This is Joe Rovere.
Yeah. 3-time, back-to-back-to-back Masters World Champion. And, he'll be playing his 4th, going for his 4th, right here in the Twin Cities in just a couple weeks, playing BRP, Kaposia.
And that's not a miss that we've seen from Joe on the coverage so far.
Yeah, that was one of the things we talked about yesterday, was how small his
Joe, the
misses were.
card from Raleigh, North Carolina. I give you Evan Smith.
Not quite as long of an introduction, but a ridiculous player in his own right. Evan Smith creates more power and spin from less movement into the shot than almost anybody on tour.
Yeah.
His timing is incredible.
And he's a great singer.
No way.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
He has a degree in vocal performance. But he's an absolute killer on the disc golf course. And that looks like pretty much a dime.
Oh, yeah. Just a laser.
The only Minnesotan on the lead card, a local product. This is Noah Meintsma.
Yeah. He's a former champ, too. Majestic champ already. Took down Kale a few years ago.
And that's a good shirt.
I agree with that.
I like it. I think those are hot air balloons. And that's a park job.
From Mint Hill, North Carolina, Austin Turner.
Do you feel like you would wear the hat of the guy who's announcing?
I would.
Gone are the days, or you still do it?
No, I still would, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I do like it. I'd put a feather in there.
He's got a little something in
Oh,
there.
he does. I see it now. Austin going forehand.
This is definitely a harder angle to execute than just the backhand.
Yeah.
He has to play with those trees on the right side, but executes pretty well, and he should have some sort of look.
Yeah, gets a dap from TD Odie. He's staying at Odie's house along with AB and Hammy's and the crew. Stop it.
Ooh.
Oh. I like that shirt from Joe as well. Feels a little retro.
I agree.
There we go. Out of the woods, full straddle, Austin. Good for the 2. getting his final round started. Only 18 holes, so each of these birdies matter a little more.
Yeah. And when you're chasing Joe Rovere, Evan Smith, and with having Noah on the card as well, like, there's not a lot of time for messing around if you're trying to win this tournament.
Yeah, exactly right. All those guys, the chasers, doing it right, picking up a stroke on the leader. Just like that, our lead dwindles. Headed into hole 2, same one as we played before. The course is going to start very similar to yesterday. This is a combined hole between 2 and 3 of the typical BRP layout. You can see guys going left route aggressive, or just chip to where our drone's flying over now, and then a chip around the corner as well. It's one that can be broken down or played aggressively, Silas.
Yeah, and I like that. Me personally would probably punch more up the left side than playing with the right, but there's a couple ways to dice it up, and Evan Smith is going to show us some forehand power here. I play a lot with Evan. We tour together a decent amount, and his forehand is so impressive to me. The amount of spin and like just clean release that he gets on it.
Yeah. That's going to be okay because it's on the edge there. He might have a little patent pending spinner around the corner. He's going to have to use the left side, though. And I think Evan, while it did look good, pushed a little straight.
Yeah.
If you're going to play the forehand chip, you really want it to be a chip and far right. Wow. Austin all the way up there inside, 70, 80 feet. That should be no problem for the bird.
Yeah, that seems like kind of a play.
For a lefty.
For sure. I mean, I think Joe's going to go with a similar idea here. The farther the closer you get to the basket, the easier it's going to be to get up and down. So even if you're going to be obstructed, you might be able to make something happen. Looks like Evan's going to kind of have to get creative, but it feels like he's got a window maybe. Maybe not.
You can have windows, but that is definitely where pars come from off the tee.
Yeah, that's true.
You really got to choose. He kind of ended up in no man's land in between the two lines. And Joe executes similar to what he did yesterday, playing a touchy forehand approach. And that's really the only forehands that we've seen him throw on coverage.
That's true.
Thus far have been the touchy ones, and they've all been good.
Yeah. And Noah is very close on the drive and very close on the upshot. He misses that tree. He gets to a spot where it's much easier to scramble.
Very spinny, direct bid from Evan. Hits tree, stays close. That'll be a tap-in par for him.
Is he running? Is he giving this a look?
Does he have it?
Looks like he's staring down the basket.
Oh, he had a look.
Maybe a little, yeah.
That was an eagle look. So that should be an easy birdie for Austin. Now Noah just outside the circle. He's got a straddle jumper. Count it.
I love watching Noah putt from outside the circle.
I do too.
It's so fun. It's Greg Barsby-esque in the top-down movement.
Yeah.
And he is very efficient from that range.
All right. Joe making it look easy 2 days in a row. And keeping his chasers at bay. Picking up a stroke on Evan, who's losing a stroke to the entire card as we see Austin tap in here for a birdie and the perfect start. Both he and Noah looking good, headed into the signature hole out at BRP, the one that can decide how your next 20 minutes are going to go, especially if you kick right. Silas, you get aggressive here, don't you?
I mean, in skins match, which is the only context in which I've actually competed on this course, yes, I full send here. In a tournament, I would probably do the exact same thing. I'm not gonna lie. Just with the philosophy, the harder I throw it, the more opportunity it has to get down there. If it hits a tree, it hits a tree.
Right.
So,
we saw Joe play it perfect yesterday. He threw it about 3 feet high, down the middle twice with a mid-range. Seems like a pro play, a veteran play to just throw this one low and piece it up. This is not low. It's not down the middle.
I think it was a big rim too.
And there's OB.
Oh,
Noah
and
finds it.
We didn't see any of that last round, but a very like scary OB lingering left, you know. So a kick or just a shot like that gets through, puts you. Oh no.
It's kind of a bittersweet kick, especially for Noah, who got up a little further than Austin, because he has a pretty easy forehand chip shot to save his par.
That was nearly copy and paste from yesterday, but about the same spot regardless.
Anywhere in the middle.
This is a signature Evan Smith getaway. I only know it from the color. I pulled it out of the water while I was in there.
Did it stay in the middle enough?
This is what I like, is like you're far back, but you still have a lane. Throwing a judge here. Almost.
Well,
yeah, not bad.
It's going to be a par, most likely. It's a pretty good result from hitting early. He got lucky to end up in the middle, and then to end up in the middle again, really. Anytime you hit a tree and kick right, your chances of saving that stroke go down drastically. Okay, stand still. I expect it low, like yesterday, sliding up to the basket.
And I'm pretty sure it's the same disc as the one off the tee.
Wow.
Fast.
Oh, don't see people getting that far behind this basket. Circle's edge long. Okay, look at this position.
He putted to this spot.
Oh, really? So this is just a save. Third shot. He'll have that for par. Perfectly played with distance.
I like that play, though. Get yourself and then, you know, bet on your upshot. Say, I'm going to get up and down from here.
Yeah, unfortunate to be out of bounds for Noah, but I've been in that position. Saving an easy par on hole 3 is never a bad thing.
And that could have been in minus the branch. I don't know.
Yeah.
But could have.
Could have. All right. The leader. Longest putt to save par. He's been really good.
That's very good.
That's why he's leading.
That feels good, yeah. I mean, obviously, he's been playing great golf. You let one slide on the first hole. You make that putt to get a stroke on some folks, increase that lead a little bit. That's a great putt.
Yeah. Grab another one on Evan. Continuing the same course that we've had before, we are going to start skipping some holes, combining some holes, but here hole 4 is a great combo hole. The drone's flying over a perfect drive now. Anywhere close to that OB sets you up even better. Typically we were playing to this red mulch area, but this year they've pushed it back even further, partly because this course is going to be used for the Masters World Championships, and partly because this course constantly evolves thanks to Ray Jordan and his team. Understable mid-range is a perfect play. This is just low, Silas.
Yeah, it sounded like he didn't like it either. I don't think that's going to get him to the spot that he wants to be, and really, you got to get to a good spot to attack on the second. I've not seen roller. That might be okay, but he's going to have some dicey gaps to work with.
Dicey gaps is right. OB in play there for sure. Kind of a lefty dream shot. What's he do here?
Like a little stand up on the hyzer. Gets through a lot, and that's a good spot. He should be looking at a shot to get over the out of bounds and give himself a look.
Yeah. A forehand, easy to keep low. Look at how slow and methodical that run-up is.
And then just bow.
You can barely call it a run-up, you know. It's OB.
It's long.
Just smooths it OB. And hard to tell if he's going to have the angle. It's going to be very close, whether he's around that tree or not. Joe.
This is a lot.
Green from deep. That's got to be out of bounds, right?
I don't know.
Safe. Made it into the woods. Be interesting to see where he lands. We'll find out in a second. Austin, it's not going to be a forehand, as I presumed.
It's going to be over OB for a long time. Gets through clean, and
Look at that. Beautiful shot from Austin.
that feels like the lefty way of drawing it up. You go hyzer, and then you just play to a little bit right of that basket and give yourself a putt.
Not thinking about getting it all the way to that basket. Right, Noah going back.
Double roller.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, rude.
No.
Hits a tree, continues to roll, and just goes straight left. Yeah. Yeah, frustrating. Okay. He does have a bit of an angle. See how touchy he can get here. Stable putter. Wow. Super sketchy.
That's very nice.
Gonna save the par there.
I mean, there's so many things to hit and kick OB.
Yeah.
And to execute that, to give yourself an inside of 25 feet for par is very ideal.
Come on.
Yes!
Yes.
No. The spin kid.
Wow.
Super high. So there's one tree that's 3 feet away from the basket that he had to go around the skinny one.
That's crazy.
Only way it was going to work. Beautiful par save.
What a
Roller,
save,
roller,
yeah.
Par save.
Unbelievable. He has that in his game, though. Like, he's got that putt that's real spinny, and and Joe
Very smooth bid.
almost follows suit.
Austin Turner. That is a smoking hot start right there. 3 under through 4 holes. Going to be picking up a stroke on the guys right here. Par for Noah. Incredible way. Pretty basic for Evan. And it's a bogey from our leader. 2-stroke swing.
Bend the reality of what a disc can be and discover Ultra Soft plastic. With its extreme flexibility and tackiness, Ultra Soft has the best grip and flex of any plastic Prodigy has ever made. Take on cold or wet weather with confidence behind every shot. We are excited to add 300 Ultra Soft to the lineup, which joins 400 and 500 Ultra Soft. Check out the entire collection today on ProdigyDisc.com or your local retailer.
Back into our coverage with hole 5, and guys, Go Throw Tour Championship tickets are available. Highland Brewing, can't wait to get there in Asheville, North Carolina. GoThrow.com for info and tickets. Hole 5, beautiful par 4 right here. It's kind of another one of those that you just piece up, Silas.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Joe dissect it very well last round with just slow off the tee, bite off a little bit more on the second. No one's really looking to get across this pond. Just get yourself in a spot to make your life a little easier on the second.
Yeah, that's right where we saw Joe get up and down from.
Yep.
Common spot to aim for. Doesn't take on much danger. Throw it further, you risk hitting one of those trees. Kicking right, kicking left, possibly. Noah headed right for him. Straight through. It's kind of a local play to just throw it at him.
Yeah, I mean, you hit him, you can still get up and down usually, so not the worst strategy. This is kind of following that same methodology, but looks like you might have caught one.
Possibly clip that last one. He's going to have some options, though. Joe just wasting no time. Pretty hyzered. It's going to pinch off his approach now. He's going to have to flip up this backhand a little more than he did in the second round. Do you know this disc?
Nope. Maybe anvil possibly, but
Looking like he's It's hitting
Couldn't tell
it
ya.
hard. Got a
Yeah.
mid-range type flight, and oh no.
Looked like a very rough kick.
Terrible looking kick over there on the right. Okay, Joe's going with that same disc he approached with yesterday. Stable to straight fairway.
Oh, and he's very pinched off.
Yeah, he didn't flatten that second shot out or the first shot out very much. A lot of hyzer off the tee. Played it quick too. I mean, we saw him step up there and throw within about 10 seconds.
Yeah. I don't know. The energy on this card right now feels very, like everyone is very aware
Whoa.
of the moment. Holy, that was very close.
Huge mulch skip right there. Twice as high as the basket inside the circle. Again, Austin Turner looking for a bird. Yeah, beauty from Noah. Circle's edge short.
That's pretty much what you're looking for. You want to get it a little bit closer than that, with just probably landing it on the chips to then slide. But, I mean, that's pretty much how you want to dice it up.
It's a weird spot here from Evan. Does well to get it in. Oh, tap it range. Just kept on scooting.
I mean, back-to-back great scrambles for par. It's like, you know, maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but good nonetheless, keeping himself in it.
Yeah, worth noting, Noah Meintsma beat Joe Rovere. I believe it was the Beehive Classic. It was at the Fort in Utah just about a month and a half ago. On their
Okay.
way back over here. So they've got a little history faced off just recently.
I like that.
Noah grabbing a bird, getting one closer to Joe. High in the chains for our lefty. Count it. Austin Turner continuing his march towards the top. Like we said, started 6 back, only 3 back now.
Man, that happened fast.
It really did.
And really, everybody is just tight right now. Joe is not as sharp, I think, as he looked round 1.
I agree. Yeah, round 2.
Round 2, correct.
Yeah. Hole 6, what a doozy. Just a perfect fairway driver shot. You got to get something to flip up a little bit and ride straight. Break just in front of this one that's got the plastic wrap on it, something that Ray Jordan does well out here to preserve his trees and their health. He puts that plastic wrap on them. So you slide right in front of that one, you're sitting pretty. Is this going to be like maybe a late flipping backhand from Austin? I thought we'd see a forehand, but I love this.
Come on.
Get over there.
I wanted to see that one tip over.
Yeah, it's a big ask. 372. I think it even plays a little more, slightly uphill in the green.
Yeah.
Noah probably pured this shot as many times as it's ever as anybody.
Yeah.
And needed one there.
It's not a gap that can be taken for granted.
Awkward looking shot there from Evan. Don't typically see him throw. It kind of came over the top on it.
Yeah.
A footing thing.
Maybe, yeah, it looked like some footing issues. Man, that looks like how you draw it up. Maybe a little short, but no. Nothing
look at
wrong with
that.
that at all.
As good as you can do it. It's going to be about 9 feet. Noah. Yeah, this is still considerably out there. 250 feet away from the basket. Noah's got an incredible touchy forehand game. One of the best lid throwers forehand that I've ever seen. So he's definitely got capabilities. Oh, look at this. This is going to be tricky. Forehand roller.
I wanted to see 3 incredible saves in a row. Oh, it's still possible. Just throw it in. It feels like it's kind of asking for it. And he gave it the height, so I'm feeling like maybe he was doing
trying.
something.
He's outside the circle or just at the edge still, though. That's the bogey. Could he? Wow.
Looked like he had a couple trees to contend with there.
Yeah. Okay. Noah is going to have that straddle jumper. Ooh. Right side chains. Evan bogey putt now.
Looks like he's going to split the uprights. Got it.
That.
man, a weird round for him so far. Like the birdie and then like
Yeah.
save par, save par, save par.
Yeah.
Great save for bogey, but he's even, through 6, which is not ideal. And he's dropping some strokes to these other guys who are playing a little bit better.
Yeah.
But he's still in it,
Yeah,
so
Joe's not going anywhere yet. He's only 1 under on his round. Not really running off with it. 2 under.
Yeah, obviously gets
Excuse
another
me.
one there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Evans got golf left, but he's going to have to really make a charge.
Yeah, has been a weird one. Skipping both of those jump putt holes, I called them, and headed to a great hole. This one heads to the shack, starts out with a good forehands or late turning backhand for the righties, and then a very touchy second shot over this pond. It's really just a good par 4 and a good chance to get a birdie before you grab a little snack during leagues or whatever. Go say hi to Angie over there at the shack.
And that's fine. Definitely short. I mean, you want more than that.
I call that no man's land on this hole. You're far enough back that you're going to have to push the height over that pond, risk hitting and dropping. We'll see what he does. He's going to have a choice.
Yeah, and it's not going to be super easy just because of the ceiling. Lefty here feels like an advantage.
Oh, around that tree, I mean, huge forehands land at the tree that he passed, the big one.
Yeah.
So he's going to be jump putt range from there.
I like our crew here. We have last round was a lot of backhand specialists, and we're getting to see a little bit more variety, especially with the lefty. But yeah, Evan's going to show us another sidearm line on this one.
Yeah, the last year we saw Adam Hammies and Andrew Marweed in just a forehand duel out here.
Yeah.
And then second round lead card, it's just 4 backhanders.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. And a line you'd think that Evan would just pure.
Yeah.
Flip up forehand suits his game really well. Is Noah going for this?
It looks like he is, and I don't
I think it's a layup. It's a
Okay, good.
That's smart. You're really just you're trying to roll the dice and
Evan.
yeah, what was that?
He's holding a driver, and he just smoked it, so he's trying to get across. And
Oh, look at this.
Joe,
Kind of perfect.
Yeah.
That was the closest his disc was going to be to the basket. Big contact.
Yeah.
Looks like a layup from Joe.
He can give it a bid from there if he wants,
Yeah.
but yeah, not taking too much.
Look at this. He is jump putting.
Can he even give it a run? No, it's just gonna be right there. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
And this is gonna have a little bit of a bid on it. He's so spinny, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Lacked a touch of Anheuser there, but had the right height. And Joe, we've seen like some interestingly quick plays today. Another one there. Evan, the
Such a good
not
birdie.
recommended birdie. Wow. Yeah, when you're even par through 6 holes, you got to do something.
Yeah, and that's what that felt like. He's like,
Yeah, a decision.
I'm gonna send it, try to get across, give myself a look for birdie, and then Austin playing that hole, in a way that makes every righty go, oh, okay, just he threw a little hyzer flip, he's getting to a great spot, he's gonna
Yeah.
get up and down. That's like such a good get.
It is. Just blast the lefty. Yeah, 5 under through 7 holes. Austin Turner's pace looking good thus far. 3 back at Joe.
It's still only 1 ahead of Evan and Noah, and I guess he was a couple back from them to start, but
Yeah. Hole 8, we saw the right to left wind helping players in round 2. It's kind of a stall hyzer. Once again, the miss is just throwing it straight across the fairway. We saw Joe do that. It leads to an instant bogey and something to, you're dropping a shot on a hole that's birdied rarely.
yeah. Oh, and we're going to see a big lefty sidearm. I mean, this is a tall task for a righty hyzer. I'd be very impressed to see this one get all the way there.
Gets
Yeah.
a little lucky through the trees, maybe.
Had to.
Circles the edge.
Looks like a lot of wind out there,
Yeah,
too.
we're in the open now, playing across. I'd call it like the mall, whenever he's at Blue Ribbon Pines. A couple different holes play across this open area. Look at these discs turning into kites
No.
over the basket OB.
And that is the difficult part, is to see this get left enough. And that just shows you, I guess, how much wind they're working with. Lower lifts immediately and is getting left in a hurry.
Look at that. Not bad.
It's a windy 40-footer, but yeah.
A 40-footer, you got to throw like 20 feet high.
Yeah.
See if you can commit to the height on that one. All right, Noah's played this hole in every condition. It feels tight. Just a little tight.
Feels like the trees are being nice today, though. Everyone's kind of, nothing's kicking backwards. They're able to make it around that the first Guardians that put you back in the OB. So he's gonna have a look here. Let's see it.
Oh, threw it up high. Still not able to get it. Basket high at the end of the flight, and Joe, look at that rip in. Is he smiling? It looks like he's smiling.
We
He's
saw
either
it.
that or wincing.
Yeah, either one. We saw some Anheuser bids earlier that had a touch of Annie, and it's good.
So good. Count it. That is a unique stroke right there.
Yeah.
It did have some Anheuser on it. That Helix 2 by RPM, snagging it up low left. Fishbowl. This is a right to left wind.
Ooh, and that, when you're chasing the leader who just hits that putt, you feel like Austin starts so far back to begin with. You feel like that one's feels like almost a must make. There's a lot of golf left, but that feels like, we don't have 27 holes. We're about to, we're through 8 now, so he's 4 back to a really talented guy who's been kind of in control.
And is hitting clutch putts currently.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, it is breezy.
If that putt was 6 inches longer, it wouldn't have gone in.
I mean, it affected Noah's tap in, you could see, and it was just
Wow.
10 feet.
All right, we're headed back into the woods, luckily. The wind going to be less of a factor. This is the pit hole. This is a great opportunity for an ace, but also to get back on track with a birdie as we round out this front 9.
Yeah, this is one, we should be looking at a star frame, and if it's not, I hope somebody hits the ace, you know what I mean? And he knows. And no reason to stick around. That's pretty much all he wanted.
No, you got to have that 12-footer.
Does he pick left of that tree that we saw from Kale last round, or does he just kind of go direct with it? More just direct, yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I think that's the correct line. I wasn't sure if it was more open. I don't think it was. Kind of a lot of ground play there. He's going to have a little bit of work left.
There's a couple different times out here at BRP that you don't fall in love with making it to the basket. Just give yourself that 15-foot putt.
100%.
Get the birdie move on.
That's even further.
That's going to be, you see the tree by the basket. That could be some issue for Evan's angle there. We'll have to see. Spin guy. Not necessarily a kid anymore. Ooh. He had to have liked it out of the hand.
Yeah.
Turned over a little more than he would have liked. And
Oh, you're right. These are very obstructed. This is a trick putt right here.
unfortunate. Now Evan's going to have the opposite. He's going to have to go low left. Anheuser nose up.
No.
Oh, it was all the way in.
That
It looks all the way in.
is that a Helix thing, or is that even Austin stretched out and doesn't get it?
Crazy.
And is Joe about to just pick up stroke on the whole card here?
On a 250-foot putter hole.
Yeah, and that stays.
High in the chains.
Getting strokes on folks right now.
That one kind of feels like a gift, too.
For sure.
If you're the leader and that happens, and now you're 5 up on the closest, 6 up on the other 2. It's got to feel good.
9 holes left.
9 holes to play.
Come on.
Crazy. Yeah, that's how I'd feel too. All right, that is an interesting way for that front 9 to end right there.
Yeah.
A gigantic gift from the boys to Joe, giving him this lead going into the back 9, but anything's possible, and BRP has kicks to give, OB places. We've got some drop zones, and of course, we've got an island green to finish, so it's never safe.
Never safe. He's up 5 on Luke and Austin right now, and he just got 2 on the last 2 on his whole card. So feels like he's starting to find his stride a little bit. He looked a little off in the first 5 maybe, but pulling it back together, and he's charging her.
Yeah, results-wise, he's absolutely chilling going into this back 9. Once again, guys, this is the Minnesota Majestic, brought to you by the Go Throw Tour, which is presented by Prodigy Disc. The conclusion is just around the corner, and it's out already, so give it a click, come watch it with us, and we will decide our champion. For Silas Schultz, I'm Luke Humphreys. We'll see you on the back 9.